Uh, I don't know how to put this, guys. I just. I just.
Welcome to another no effort video, but if you were a TikToker, it would be considered too much effort. I'm Frown and that was a joke. In my previous post, I made a video to explain my side, mention about Arithia and a random CC talking about me, and to call out the irony of COS staff members that had DM'd me. I made my points fairly responsibly. Sure, I punched in some jokes, but at the end of the day, the message went out pretty good. Well, not exactly. See, apparently, some brain-dead people went out of their way to harass that content creator I mentioned. As many of you should know, I do not condone violence or harassment upon anyone over small topics like these. So, to the handful of people that might have gotten out of their way to attack them, stop it. How do I know this was happening? Because that CC made a 4-minute response video in TikTok, and I didn't even know you could post more than 1-minute videos there. Let's watch it together, well, some parts of it, and I will speak my thoughts on it. Oh, and please don't go attacking him. I'm not going to show the whole video itself because I want you guys to go watch it yourself. Okay? Go watch it, then come back once you're done. They deserve to have their own voice heard on their own platform. Are you back? Great! I'm going to nitpick the parts I want to discuss and talk about. First thing is first, I am very sorry to hear you have to go through this. They were not my intention, though I had some harsh comments. And I do not accept any of these rascals that targeted you as a part of us. But that's where it ends. The rest just had me going, huh? Let's talk about this part.
I saw a screenshot of the title of the video that one of my friends sent me. And when it was brought up in the COS server, I made a joke to Arithia about the video. The joke was roughly something along the lines of just because she's not active doesn't mean she hates you and your mother. Because that's the vibe that I got from the title of the video. That was how me and my friend were joking about it that day.
One of the points they kept repeating was the fact that I made wrong assumptions, but with what they said, it's pretty much no different from them saying they assumed what the entirety of my video was without even watching it. They just switched the words and replaced assumed with that's the vibe I got from the title of the video. Okay then, if that's the case, then why aren't I allowed to have a vibe out of your joke that was clearly trying to mock me, while also being completely false? It's okay when you do it since it's a joke, but when I try to defend for myself, it's suddenly not fun. They then went on to quote my video to then say it's not true. Following that was them telling the viewers that they were autistic and that one of their symptoms was that they are unable to formulate an opinion on a situation that they don't know anything about, which to me just sounds like a pretty normal thing, but I digress. The main issue I have with that was the fact they clearly did formulate an opinion on my video just through the vibe they got from the title and proceeded to mock it. I'm not trying to imply they don't have autism or anything remotely close to that. I'm just stating what happened. That's not all. They continued about how they don't know anything about Arithia's dramas. Then why even butt your head in to begin with? Why suddenly side with her if you know nothing and you're incapable of formulating opinions? I'm not saying you can't. You can. Like, you really can. I'm not gonna force you not to. But don't be surprised when other people do not respond well to your comments. Also, listen to this.
That person who made that video made the incredibly incorrect assumption that I support Arithia based on a joke that I made. And they decided to take the 2 sentences that I said before getting off the server for the day as enough proof for them to spend a good few minutes in the video trashing me and my opinions that they assumed.
Where do I even start with this? Maybe the fact that you did not actually watch the video, or the fact that I actually spent only 1 minute at best talking about you. The rest was just me telling you what type of a person Arithia was and correcting your incorrect assumptions. And why didn't you mention that I quickly ended my quote by saying I'm not just talking about you, I'm also talking about the other staff members? Whatever. That doesn't matter, does it? And then they went on to talk about how they don't support Arithia, but they will defend the developers. And to be fair, they don't really deserve to be attacked by the community, and I agree with you. That's fair. That's your choice. And then they also talked about how their special interest is education, telling how they don't want people who put a lot of hard work in the game to be shit on by people who don't know what they're talking about. I get it. They don't deserve to be shit on. Okay. But if that means we all have to be super grateful every time and not have a different opinion, I don't really want to agree with you there. Being shit on and someone having a harsher opinion are two different things. I'm not going out to target all the developers. I only go after the species they put in a game I personally thought were pretty dreadful. I speak my opinion without sugarcoating it. I'm not going out there to get them, or nor am I telling anyone else to. But the question all of you might have is, why are we so angry? I'll tell you why. Because most of us were wrong by COS, or we have found out certain things that changed our perspective. We're not just crazy angry people with torches and pitchforks. We were players that had dedicated our time and even money to enjoy the experience, only to be fucked over. You want to defend the developers, that's fine. And I'll speak for the people who can't. And that should also be fine. That's all I have to say. But do watch my videos next time if you want to make a joke mocking it or a response video to it. Since you love to get both sides and totally not be one-sided, I hope we don't need to cross paths again. Oh wait, there's more? Oh yeah, they said this.
I shouldn't have to warn my friend group that they might be harassed for hanging out with me because of one YouTube video, one incorrect assumption, and one guy who stated multiple times that he doesn't actually care. Have a good night.
Yep, they said I didn't care. Well damn, I guess all the videos of me passionately speaking out my opinions while saying I care so much is pretty invalid. Or maybe I'm not the problem. Maybe they should just watch the content they're trying to judge. See ya.